welcome to How I Got Successful podcast. My name is Priyanka and today Akash Rao Mallareddy is with us. He's an author, cloud engineer, entrepreneur and researcher with an innovative mindset and deadline-driven cloud engineer with 2 years of work experience as a cloud engineer. Please welcome Akash Rao Mallareddy. Welcome Akash. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
Akash, you are having a diverse work experience. You started as event coordinator and now you are working as a cloud engineer. Can you tell us a bit about your background and how you got started?
So basically, I'm a 2021 pass out from Vardhaman College of Engineering, Hyderabad. So during my BTech days, I used to be in all the professional societies like IEEE, NSS, etc. All the technical things as well as student clubs. I had led a few clubs and I had done various leadership roles in the IEEE as well, like a chair for Computer Society chapter, as well as webmaster for the entire IEEE student branch, etc. So at that time, I had an interest of organizing the events basically. I started my journey as an event coordinator in IEEE Computer Society. Later, I had a privilege to become a chair. Later, I had a privilege to become webmaster for the entire student branch, as well as I led few clubs like CyberSync Club, which is a IT club of the student affairs cell in Vardhaman College of Engineering. Later, we had this 2020 COVID and all things, right? At that time, I had an opportunity to intern with Google. I had done this Google #Cloud-Ready Facilitator program, where I had the Google people selected only 3 people from a college. There are around 28 colleges over India. We are the first facilitators in India. They have initiated that program, where I learned about Google Cloud, how to work with Google Cloud, and through that I had become a cloud engineer. Before that, I had zero knowledge on cloud basically. All the time I had been working with Python, web development, but I had zero knowledge. When I did that basic program, and I had trained around 400 students, my juniors in Google Cloud. So in that way, I got a job as a cloud engineer in one of the partner company of Google Cloud. So this is the basic journey of becoming from an event coordinator to a cloud engineer.
That's really great. And before that, who inspired you to be a cloud engineer or event coordinator? How you got into these fields?
So basically, I used to participate in competitions workshops a lot in my initial days, first year, second year, first sem, etc. But we had this event, one big event happening in our college, the IEEE event. So at that time, I wanted to become the host for the event, basically. I wanted to do anchoring and all. So I took help of few seniors, and through them I had got into the volunteering team. Then I later took this IEEE membership. Most of my seniors are my inspiration. There is one guy called Mr. Pravan. He is my direct senior. I'm from basically from CSCC section. He's also my senior from CSSC section. So he inspired me a lot. He is my role model actually. Mr. Pravan Paturi. Now he's working in Amazon. Okay. So the one go-to guy, one good senior.
Okay, that's great. And what were your early challenges working as a cloud engineer?
So basically what we did in this Google Cloud program is everything will be there, all the resources, etc. I felt a bit lagging compared to others by understanding the accent of the Coursera instructors. Basically those people are from Google itself, but their accent is a bit different, USA accent. We follow UK accent, right? But there's a complete different thing, and I felt a bit difficult, as well as the labs which I did in Quick Labs and all during that program are tailor-made. It's very easy to do it. When I got into the job, if I want to launch a normal virtual machine in Google Cloud Platform, I thought it is very simple. please enter few details, click create button. But that's not the case. If you want to launch a simple VM, you have so many things to create first, then you need to launch this thing. And I had now I'm working in a company called Searce. Basically, the company name is Searce. Most people mispronounce it as Search. It's a very sad moment for me. The company name is Searce. When I joined Searce, those people gave me a buddy. He's like a mentor kind of guy. I got a person who is at the associate cloud architect level. He guided me very well. His name is Karan Kaushik. He guided me very well. He gave his complete support for me to understand the cloud better. I had done many mistakes in the beginning, but he is the one guy who helped me, as well as my reporting manager, Mr. Anil. These two people has helped me to become a better cloud engineer.
That's nice. And what challenges you are facing today?
Today, I started my career as a cloud engineering analyst. Basically, now I was promoted to cloud engineer, and I had been worked in 5+ projects now. I don't think I was on bench for more than 30 days. When I joined in 2021 May, before my final exams of 4th year, I had been in the learning mode for 1 month. That's it. I was directly kept into the US project. From there, I have not been into bench, but currently, there are so many new technologies coming in cloud as well. We need to get ready up with the multi-cloud. I was very good in Google Cloud Platform, but I don't know a basic about Amazon Web Services. Again, I was a bit familiar with Microsoft Azure. So the current challenge for me is to learn all the clouds and get a grip in multi-cloud.
Okay. And what advice would you have given to yourself at the start of this journey?
Advice for me, what we did in the program in Google, it was a bit helpful, but that's not the reality. The reality is completely different. For example, if you learn something in college, that will not help for sure in the job, because everything will be different. And whatever you do in college, some project, it is not even 1% of real life development. So what I advise is work on more projects to get the real world exposure.
That's great. And that's, I think, you can better understand.
Yeah.
What's your vision for next 10 years?
So currently I'm working as a cloud engineer at startup that is Resolve EdTech. So I'm working on completely full-time as a cloud engineer, as well as I take my weekends and work on my startup as well. In the coming 10 years, I can see myself as a cloud architect, as well as I want my company to grow at 10x from the current position.
Okay, so you are also working on a startup.
Yeah. Okay. So currently, my startup name is Resolve EdTech. It is a skill development platform, e-learning and skill development platform, where users can learn different trending technologies which are out there in the market, and they can really work on good projects, and they'll get benefited through our platform, as well as we organize mock interviews for the pre-final year students to get them prepared for the original interviews. Also, we have a fellowship program. It's a 1 year long fellowship program. People who are in second year, second sem will get into the program and will be graduated from the fellowship in their third year, second sem. That means it's a 1 year long program which starts May 1st and ends April 30th. So we had 15 fellows like previously, and now we have again 15 fellows. We train them in the initial 2 months. Later they will be given separated in teams, and they will be given real world projects to accomplish, as well as if the project is really good, they will be encouraged to write research papers, and we'll help them to get published as well.
Okay. What inspired you to start this startup?
So basically, when I was in college, I had this one idea, a SaaS product, to develop a SaaS product at that time. But I have got enough support. Of course, I have a good team at that time as well. But I don't have that gut feeling to quit everything in start the company. Once I graduated, I was well comfortable in my job. Then after graduating, I took some 8 months of time, and I got this registration idea. Go for the registration, just do it. Either it can be a success or a failure, doesn't matter, just start it. So my college, Vardhaman College of Engineering, as I said, we had an incubation called VHub. So the incubation head, Mr. Satya, gave his full support, as well as the college management. They took care of all registration, CA, charges, etc. Zero investment. Now we have crossed 5 lakhs in revenue for the last financial year.
That's great. That's really interesting. And you are also doing the job, and you are side by side doing your startup also. Okay, so how it will be helpful for people, for college students?
My startup, basically my startup for targeted audience customers are college students. It can be engineering degree or anyone who wants to learn the trending technologies. We offer web development, data analytics, no code development, as well as electronic vehicles, these kind of courses plus internship programs. We have this training plus internship programs. Once it's 1 month long program. Once a person gets into our program, first he'll be getting the training. Later he'll be working on the projects. Once he completes his project, then only he'll be issued the certificate with valid certificate ID. He can verify the certificate ID later. If he submits somewhere, they can also write a mail, and we'll get the apt response in 24 to 48 hours to them.
Okay, so as it's a training and internship program, so there are a lot of courses and programs in the market nowadays in this field. So how you will stand out?
So coming to us, it's completely based on the collaborations with the college, good terms with the colleges. We had few colleges who signed MOUs with us. So they are they are promoting our startup in their colleges. They are telling their students to get enrolled in our platform, and we also encourage students to explore new things in our startup. We also help people who wants to really do a startup, who has an idea. We'll give proper guidance to them as well. So coming to this, as you said, we have so many edtech startups in Hyderabad. Only you can find somewhere around 100 plus edtech startups. Yeah. But the main thing is how we stand out is we provide we had two options. We provide live training as well as recorded. If someone is not comfortable with the live, they'll go with recorded lectures. And main thing is the projects. The projects which they are doing in our platform are real world projects, and which will help them to get more knowledge on how real world works, etc. So this is our unique selling point.
Okay, projects are your unique selling points.
Yeah.
That's really great, because real world projects are very much required.
Yeah.
And that's all the time we have for this podcast, How I Got Successful. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akash, for joining.
Bye.
And have a good day.